And we're live.
Yo, what's happening, everybody, man? Man, we got our guy Jalen Green with us tonight, man. We're going to do an interview. We're going to ask him some questions, man, about this upcoming draft. You know, learn a little bit about him, man. Y'all make sure y'all engage with us, man. Ask any questions in the chat, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man.
Yo, what up? Saturday night, Purple Vibes. Here we go. We got Jalen Green in the house. How you doing tonight, Jalen?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right. Doing all
Yeah,
right.
man. Yeah, man. Hey, look, good to have you tonight, man, for sure. We appreciate you tapping in with us, man, so we can ask you a couple questions, man. You know, I know you got a lot going on right now, getting ready to take it to that next level, man. So, but we're gonna definitely get some questions from you, man. I got a couple questions real quick, Yogi. You can go ahead. If you did you have anything specific you wanted to start out with Jalen real quick, man, or you want me to ask him what I want to ask?
You can ask him what you want to ask him.
All right, Jalen, man. First of all, man, let me tell you this, man. I did some research on you. I'm gonna tell you, man. Listen, well, you got a lot of you got a lot of trophies, man. You know what I mean? You got a lot of stuff you did, man. So there's definitely a lot to go over. Cause
Right.
hey, Yogi told me you were joining us, and I said okay. I said all right, man. Let me go do some homework, and I'm gonna tell you, man. You put me to work, man. You put me to work, man. You got a lot of stuff going on, but my first question to you, man, is like where'd you grow up at?
I grew up Baltimore, Maryland. You know, I was born in California. For a while, it was just me and my mom moved around spot to spot, but moved to Baltimore when I was about in second grade. Then just stayed there. My mom met my stepfather, and he came in and really, started helping build me as an athlete and as a football player at a young age. I started getting in some good work with him and credit the, just the environment of Baltimore and where I grew up, to the toughness and, some of the, my style of play, some of the ways how I play a little bit.
Okay. Now, do you have a relationship with Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix was my teammate this past year. He transferred to help us out last spring, and yeah, no, we were real cool. Our lockers were pretty close to each other, so we got to chat after practice and kick it, here and there.
Yeah, man. Shout out Phoenix, man. You know, we had a great time with him on, Yogi's nephew, man. You know, we
Yeah.
had a good time with him on that was last year. That was that last off season, Yogi? I believe
Yeah,
that was
last
like right
off
before the
season.
season started. Yeah, man. So, when I heard that we were gonna have you on, man, it was exciting, man, to just talk about the year that y'all had this year. And everything like that. But so I came up with something, man. It's called True or False, man. And I did this for having you on, and I'm just gonna ask you some questions. We're gonna do true or false, and then you can kind of elaborate on them. So, the first one, man, the first true or false was: are you better at basketball than football? Are you better at basketball? Let's just say that.
False.
All right. So and the reason why I did some research on you, and I said, wow, okay. So I heard you were double sport athlete, though obviously played football and basketball. What
Right.
made you choose football over basketball? Was it because you were just better, or was there other things that played a part?
I think it was my basketball experience was kind of brief. It was a middle school thing. I started out on the travel team, worked my way up to AAU team, and I did fall in love with the sport, but it was no secret football. I just, that was my thing. I had a very instinctual feel for the game, and it was no secret football was my gig.
Right. Right, man. Hey, I see that. I went so JMU actually they had something on you where it was talking about you being, an athlete that played two sports. So I thought, to be honest, it didn't say that you didn't play in college, because I was like, okay, did he play college basketball and football? I'm not
Nah,
sure, but Okay, I got you.
Nah,
I got you. All right, the next true or
nah,
false. The next true or false question is: tackle for a loss feels better than a sack.
that's false.
All right, all right, all right. So what's the feeling like when you? So is it because see when I think about tackle for a loss, and you're probably familiar with this. Remember the play with like Javion Clowney, where when he like
Right.
tackled the guy and tackled the running back. Was that the running? I think he believed he hit the running back,
Yeah,
received the fumble and all
it was
that.
a running yeah, it was a running back in the backfield. Yeah.
But you much rather smack the quarterback though. Like you saying that definitely feels a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely getting that quarterback on the ground feels better, I think.
I got you. Got you, man. Got you. Now, now we'll start getting into some stuff that I actually seen that you did. And you know, the crowd might not know this, but one of the next true or false question is you have a pick six.
That's true.
I now run us through that play. And I know which team it was against, but you can let us know, man. And just like how'd that play turn out, man? What were you thinking during the play? How did it happen? You know, you run us back through it, man. Let's relive it.
Yeah, so I can't remember what down it was, but I believe it was like the third quarter in that game, and we were running like a rush game type of thing, and from a 3-4, 3-4 front. I was off the edge, trying to blitz the edge, but really, my assignment was QB spy, so I rushed up the field to sell a speed rush, and then I wrapped around and got in my QB spot. My teammate got a hand up on the ball after the quarterback released it. It was a pop ball up in the air. I saw it was right next to me, and just knew it was opportunity. I got to get my hands on it, so I caught it. When I came down with it, saw there was a lot of green grass, and my teammate set me up with a block that kind of sealed the edge for me, and then it was just me taking it to the house from there. And
Let's
I
go,
believe
man.
that happened again in our game against South Alabama this past season.
South Alabama, that is correct. South Alabama, man. I seen that and I was like, because the edge rushers. I mean, it happens where they'll get interceptions, but rarely do you see a pick six from one of the guys like that. So that I mean, obviously things had to go right. You knew your assignment, man. You made a hell of a play. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that was
appreciate you.
exciting. For sure. I'll
Thank
ask
you.
one more thing and then we'll take a break and talk about some other things that I have in mind. But one more true or false question. I have about five more, but we'll just ask one more before we switch it up. And the next one is Baltimore is a tough place to grow up.
True.
Okay. And I figured that too. I know a couple people from Baltimore, man, but I mean, just elaborate on what it was like growing up in Baltimore, man. Like what the certain things you had to face growing up in Baltimore. I know I actually know quite a little bit about Baltimore, man, but I want to hear from you, man, and let people know.
Right. Fortunately, where I was living at wasn't, the crazier one of the crazier inner city neighborhoods. It was actually, in the county, just, not too far from the city, but pretty decent neighborhood. But I do have family members in the inner city, and for extended time, might have stayed with them or been with them, and so I know definitely there's financial situations and family members that I have that are in the city, not the best, and just growing up around that, and just knowing I always had goals of and aspirations of playing in the NFL, and knowing that's always what I wanted to do, and just growing up, seeing and realizing, just how much of an impact you could have and change on some of your family members just by working and excelling and getting to the next level, and I no doubt kept that in mind, and definitely that's part of my drive and motivation for why I do what I do.
Right, for sure, for sure. Well, let's see if anybody in the chat have any questions real quick too. I got Norris. Bring up Norris, or did you get Cringe have a question? Okay, go ahead,
Yep.
Yogi. Read it off.
Jalen, who was the toughest matchup this year player, and how did you adapt to the opponent who may be tougher?
Um, Toughest matchup, like a team, or was it like specific player?
Player. Who across
Um,
you on the O line gave you the toughest matchup to where it was a battle each play?
Um, a battle each play.
He like,
I
man, I
think
ain't got no battle, man. You know what I mean? Man, you see my numbers, quit playing on me.
Dusted his shoulder off.
Nah, I got some pretty good comp from the Georgia State tackle. He was number 52. I think his name was Danny Glover. Glover was his last name or something like that. He was at the Senior Bowl. He was a guy who made it to that. I also remember a good matchup with the Marshall tackle. He was another guy who made it to the Senior Bowl and I think was even at the combine too. So going against those guys, I can go in a little bit about how it was for each of them. The Marshall tackle, I knew just watching film, he was a taller guy with longer arms. So, just something that we could practice. We just had to keep in mind was, just knowing the strike zone. He got long arms. So, when he throws his arms, they might get up on you a little bit faster. So you got to work your moves a little faster. And, also just keeping in mind, he's a bigger body. He doesn't want to, get down and play, the leverage play as low as I play. So, just keeping that in mind, drilling that in practice. My coach, he definitely was a key factor in the success and just holding us accountable. But I think I can go ahead and talk about the Georgia State player. He was a smaller guy, smaller frame, not as long arms, but he was pretty athletic, had good feet, and could move. They also, I think, remember the challenge going against them was they had a more mobile quarterback, so the pocket would change and things could happen, but with his ability. But yeah, no, I'd say those two were probably two of the tougher matchups I went against this year.
Okay. All
We
right.
got another question from Northfius. JMU jumped to the FBS this year. Did you notice any big difference in talent?
Right. This past year was actually our second year FBS at the FBS level. The year before, the 2022 season, yeah. We I think finished 8-4, had a pretty good season, was ranked and we got in the top 25 for a week. It only lasted 4 weeks, but the next year we made sure we got back in there for a little while. But honestly, yeah, you do see a lot more talented guys at the skill position. Definitely bigger bodies at the on the offensive line. There's definitely better players, but I think the adjustment was pretty seamless for us. We were able to pretty much hit the ground running, and I think once we saw that first season, it was very encouraging for a lot of us to know like, hey, we can play, we can ball at this level. So yeah.
For sure, man. What's that? Pull up Gary's question real quick, Yogi.
Boom. Best quarterback you played against?
That's a good one. Let's see. Um, well, like in college, I played against Caleb Williams in high school.
Oh
he went to a
wow,
rival
okay.
high school of mine. I played against so I played him every year in high school. But let's see, college best quarterback. That's a tough one. It might shock a lot of people, but it was a quarterback from Villanova from our FCS years,
Okay.
Daniel Smith.
Okay.
He he was a smaller guy, like kind of similar to Russell Wilson, but he was just like so savvy and like smart and just had great playmaking ability and had real good awareness. I remember him, just being really well prepared and knowing like our scheme, some of the stuff we were in, and he was. Actually, no, I could take that back. I think Trey Lance is my answer. Actually,
Let's go.
Let's
That's my
go,
yeah,
guy, man.
Trey.
We love Trey, man. Shout out Trey Lance,
yeah.
man, for sure, man.
Trey Lance is my answer. I played against him my freshman year in the national championship. My
There
bad.
we
Yeah,
go, man. Shout
had
out
to think
Trey,
about
man.
that one.
Phoenix would have been mad at you, man. He watched this, man. You ain't shout out boy Trey, man. You know
And
that?
Trey tore us up too. I'm surprised I forgot about that for a second.
Yeah, man. Shout out Trey, man. Pull up Angel or yeah, you can read Papa. You can read Papa's question there, yeah.
So ask him what quarterback is going for the this year's draft. What quarterback is going to make a big splash from the draft as a rookie, and rate them 1 to 5?
Um, um, I'm gonna go with Caleb Williams. I like kind of know him. We, like mentioned before, we played against each other in high school. Kind of know each other personally. Um, you know, when my junior year, I competed against him in my junior year in high school. That is, I competed against him when he was a true freshman in high school. I'm sorry. And I knew he was very special, from that very moment, that game we played him, and then the next year competed against him again. And he had even gotten better, and I just seen him grow and grow and grow. And he's a really, really great player, and I think he'll definitely carry over and help whichever team he lands on out a lot this year, I feel like.
For
And you
sure.
said rate him 1 through 5.
Yeah. So
Um,
who are so basically the chat wants to know who are your top 5 quarterbacks?
oh, from this class.
Yeah.
Cause
Okay.
Papa, first of all, the guy asking the question, that's our guy, man. The OG, man. Purple Papa. He's hoping you
All right.
say a certain name. You know what I mean? Now, are you now
We're not going to
listen.
spoil the
We're
name.
not gonna spoil it now, but I'm gonna say this. Are you like tapped in with that? I mean, because obviously you're working on your craft and you
Right.
more focused on what you got going on. I don't know if you're really plugged in and really paying attention to what people are talking about at quarterbacks or how you actually feel
No,
about these top
yeah.
guys, but
I keep up with it a little bit, especially, it being my class, just want to see how it plays out for some of the other guys I could have competed against. But I think I'm gonna have Caleb at 1. Probably I think I like Drake May at 2.
okay.
I like Justin, not Justin, I'm sorry, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, okay.
I like him. I think I like Penix a little better.
There you go,
Ding,
Um,
ding,
man.
than
ding,
That's what we
ding, ding,
wanted,
ding,
man. There
ding,
you
ding,
go, Papa. You
ding. There
got
you
your
go,
answer, Papa.
Papa.
He got him.
he can sling it. I watched a couple of his games. He was definitely putting together a heck of a year. I thought if I had a vote, I thought my vote for Heisman would have went to him too. So yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
him at 3, and then 5 I go Bo Nix maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a good little list. It's a nice little list we got there. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Purple Papa, man. I did a video dedicated to him today about Penix, man. I've always liked Penix. It's just you know how it is when you're dealing with injuries and stuff. And we have a guy. I mean, obviously, speaking of Phoenix, like he went through adversity with injuries too, but that doesn't take away from what he's gonna be able to do at the next level. So, it kind of made us sit back and realize, like, the kid hasn't been injured for 2 years. Can't really hold that against him anymore. When you think about it, it could be a lousy excuse on why you wouldn't want our team to draft a player like him just
Right.
off
Yeah.
the facts of something that happened 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Especially after the pro day, man. He kind of put everybody put a zipper on everybody's mouth, man. Like, be quit playing with me. You know what I mean? Out there running the 40, doing the vertical, all that. So, man, shout out Penix, man. Shout out all the guys, man. Your whole class going into the draft this year, man. It's exciting. You know what I mean? I'm sure this is an
Right.
exciting time for you. Especially looking at
Absolutely.
all the numbers and all the stuff you've accomplished, man. I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of teams that hitting your line, man, and wanting to know more, and getting ready to see you out there. So I'm excited about that, man. All
And
I gotta
speaking
say
of
is
which,
this: you get some tickets, man. Listen, just remember, man, the 2 little small guys that interviewed you, man. You know what I mean, and giving you just put us in the box one time, man. One time for the one time, man. As long as you don't go to the Packers, man, we good. We come.
and speaking of which, why Jalen Green is on the show tonight, because there were reports back in March 17th, the Bengals, Raiders, Dolphins, 49ers, Chiefs, and the Minnesota Vikings,
Let's
Skull
go.
Baby, have some
Right.
interest in my guy,
My
Jalen
boy
Green.
list long, you hear me? His list
Yeah.
long, man. Shit, boy. Listen, hey, look, I'm excited for you, man. And we gonna get to. Did anybody else have a question real quick? But then let's go back up to, because then I'm gonna get back to a couple more of these true or false ones real quick. Put All right, so we'll start at Angel. We'll ask this question right here, and then I'll get back to the true or false. And then Norris, we'll get you, and we'll go down to cringe. We got you guys, man. We'll make sure Jalen gets to all you guys' questions for sure.
This question is, Jalen, what attributes you have defines your play style?
Is it attributes or just one specific?
One specific attribute. Yep.
Oh,
Um, if I had to just say one, I think I'd just say versatility. Just being able to play off the edge and also playing space in the coverage game as well too. Adds to what I can do and bring to a team.
For sure. Absolutely. And I got a real quick question too, though. Like if you can like have a comp, like, or, player that you watch throughout your college career that you say, hey, I see this guy in the NFL. This is kind of what I want to mold my game around. Obviously, you want to create your own story and be Jalen Green, right? But still, yeah, you probably have a guy that is a role model that you look up to in the league today where you're like, hey, I want to kind of mold my game around this guy. Do you have that guy in the NFL now that you've been watching that you kind of want to go after?
Yeah, kinda. I spent a lot of time watching a lot of Michael Parsons film.
Okay.
mm.
How he plays off the edge, him, being so fast. That sets up a lot of his counter move opportunities. And just very disruptive in the run game. Max Crosby as well, but is someone a little bit more similar that I go to say would be a pro comp. I remember him coming out of college, Hassan Reddick. He's
Okay.
6'1", 238, I believe. I'm 245, but we're right around the same, measurables. I always, kept tabs on him, and he's gone on to have a Pro Bowl, really good career, and he's now with the Jets. Also, I'd say I always, like watching James Harris, and I'll throw it back a little, like
Oh,
throw it
okay.
back a little
Yeah,
bit, but
little throwback,
yeah,
little throwback.
some Debo, yeah.
For sure, man. Shit, hey, those some good players to look up to. You know what I mean? And shout out to Reddick too. Yeah, just got that trade done with the Jets, and it's he's always putting up. Seems like he's always had a decent year since he's been in the league. Just always productive out there. So yeah, man, that's good, man. So back to this is a true or false, man, right here, man, and it is. The question is this, Jalen: your favorite team wears the color purple, man? Be
um,
careful, man. Just be careful. No,
that, that's true.
let's go, man. And I know you got teams that out there, so we don't want you to say anything that's going to deter anything that's going to block your blessing, man. You know what I mean? But as long as it's true, we good to go, man. Shout out Jalen. You know what time it is. His favorite team wears purple, man. Y'all heard it first here, man. He said it's true. Now, to be fair, he talking about JMU. There we go, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I was talking about my Dukes, man.
Oh, talking about the Dukes. Let's go, man. All right, so true or false, Jalen? You still get
Yeah,
butterflies before kickoff.
um, not before kickoff, but I do get a little nervous before games. For me, it's right. It happens every week going into the walkthrough at the hotel before we leave to go to the stadium. I get a little nervous right around then, but usually once we arrive to the stadium, I'm usually settled, collected, and ready to go after that.
Yeah. I came up with that question because I thought about it when I played sports, obviously at a way different level than you, way lower level than you. But like I used to just like for some reason when I would play basketball, like I would always get butterflies until the ball was touched. Like until the ref threw it up and it was tipped, it was like you just have that feeling, like you're just ready to get out there, anxious, just having the butterflies. And I've heard a lot of players say that they still get it to this day. Like some of the greatest players that's ever played the game, they still talk about how before games, they still just have that feeling. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
maybe it's just
nah.
part of the program. For
I
sure.
never, never wanted to look at it as a bad thing. My mom used to always just tell me it means you care a lot. So, I just always try to keep that in mind.
Yeah, yeah, true. True or false? Phoenix Sproles is the dog out there on the field.
Yeah, that's true. My boy like that. Any team that, ends up going with him is definitely getting a great asset to the team that's, not only a great teammate, but, gonna help out, help them win some ball games as well.
Man, shout out Phoenix, man. We praying for him, hoping he gets his opportunity as
Shoot.
well, man, for
Hey, we
sure.
lost KJ Osborne. We could use some Phoenix Sproles
Man, we
and
can
some
use some
Jalen Green
Phoenix.
up on the
Man, shit,
Vikings. You
you
know what
heard
I'm
it from
saying?
Jalen Green right here, man. He said he a dog. Let's go. You know what I mean? Shit. Bring them both. You know what I mean? Shit. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. True or false? You will play in a Pro Bowl one day.
That's true.
Let's go.
I'm big on setting goals and working hard to accomplish those goals. And I definitely have those type of goals in mind for what I want my career to be and how I want it to go.
For sure, for sure.
I got a
Real quick,
question.
yeah, go ahead.
So speaking of goals and stuff like that, what advice would you give to young high school players now to just the transition from going to high school football to college football? I mean, what were some of the main hint or obstacles? Like, was it schedule, just workout, the routine? What advice would you give high school students going into college to give them a head start and to learn from someone like your position's mistakes?
All right. Yeah. So what I say to any young athlete out there coming up, just getting ready, trying to get ready for that next level, that college level. Just no, definitely you're gonna have to get a better handle and better understanding of time management. Handling class and football practice and weight rooms, early mornings, late nights. Definitely it can be challenging, but it can definitely be done, with good strategy and just learning to get in a routine of things can definitely help with that. But I'd say as far as like development and getting better at the game, just coming in, I think once you realize, all right, everyone does the weight rooms. Every player in the country, does the weight room. That's like mandatory. That's the entry fee kind of. But
Yeah.
it's all about like what you're doing outside of that, and what just ways, however you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do to get better and work on your game. Really helps. And as early as you can realize that, I suggest you get on that and just start stacking days and kind of just look at it like, hey, how can I get 1% better than I was the day before, and just keep stacking those days and it'll keep stacking, regardless. And I think you'll start reaping the benefits of that work, and you'll see, that hard work and just consistency will pay off for you. So I'd say that
Yeah,
And
man.
how important is film study?
film study is very important. Just knowing, have an idea what's going on, tendencies, just gives you more of an advantage, and it only helps you. It certainly won't hurt you in any way. It allows you to play fast and just kind of be able to anticipate, and if you know something's coming, you're more prepared and more likely to make a play on it.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
man, great answer, man. Great answer, man. It's a smart young man we got up on here, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Now I know Jalen, I might look young now, but I'm 35. You hear me now? You hear me? I got some grays growing, man. Don't do me, man. Hey. For sure, man. Hey, so Norris, Jalen pretty much answered your question on what do you think your biggest strengths are and who do you model yourself after? Because he kind of threw that out there. But go to
Yep.
Cringe's go to Cringe's question there. I like that question there, Yogi. Here, I can actually, you know what? I think I can pull it up here. Here, I got you.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. He said, being this was your first bowl game, being this was the first bowl game JMU played, how different did it feel playing against a MWC opponent in Air Force comparison to the other Sun Belt opponents? How did prep go for the triple option?
Right. So I unfortunately missed that game. That was our first bowl game ever in JMU history. But I unfortunately missed that game. But that week of preparation, those weeks I should say of preparation was kind of crazy. Not sure if you guys know, we had a head coach change kind of in the
Yeah.
middle of all of
Yeah.
that, and they went up to Indiana, and we kind of got, had to work with the scraps we were left behind, scraps for lack of a better term. But yeah, we just kind of had to figure out things, and had an interim head coach, and Coach Robo, he did a heck of a job. Even brought some outside guys, some family members and friends come help out the program and coach us up, and get ready for that triple option because a scheme like that is just you really gotta be on your keys and just know and really just trust your keys, and you just can't get out of line and get overzealous in any way, and just try to make a play, or you got to do your job, and it's important that everyone's doing their job at the same time playing teams that do that kind of operation. But yeah, I remember it being kind of crazy getting ready for them.
Yeah. Man, and then speaking of you missing the games, man, I want to go through this journey with you, man, because I read something on you about how you actually had to miss a full season, what, 2020, 2021 season? Is that correct? Due to injury?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
like,
did.
and you want to know what? I'm gonna tell you, man, because from what I seen, just by, obviously doing a little bit of homework, was you did have to miss that, and a lot of players sometimes they don't bounce back from stuff like that, man. Mentally, I'm sure it can be tough just knowing, because this is what you're trying to do, and then you got to go through missing a season, man. But the way you bounce back, man, was crazy. You know what I mean? And every year you could see how you just kept on, just going at it and getting better and better and better until last year, where you just have all these records that you've been selected for so many different things, man. The list is long. I'm telling y'all right now, chat, go look at the list on Jalen, bro. Like, he's been nominated for all type of stuff, man, all type of awards and doing all this stuff. And how was it? Was that a tough time in your journey, 2020, 2021, man? What'd you do to overcome that, to get up out of that funk, being injured and having to watch your teammate play without you being able to be out there and contribute to him?
Yeah, going back, that was my first time ever really dealing with the long-term injury. I've had like minor stuff like a sprained finger, I think was the worst thing, but that was my first time dealing with a long-term type of injury and recovery deal. But it was certainly tough, mentally, physically, and emotionally. But just once I got back, to doing the athletic movements and getting ready to run and just seeing that it's coming back to me was very encouraging. And my first year back playing was slow. I had a knee brace on and it was figuring it out, getting back in the groove. But with more reps and just each day, I just felt more comfortable and like felt like me again, and just kept working. I mentioned like just putting in the extra work. That's really when I started to hone in. Once I got back after that injury, just trying to focus on getting back to feeling real good. And once I got back, boom, I was able to really put together a really good season.
Now, I just want to go through a couple of these real quick, man. I know the list is long, but I just want to go through a couple of these, man, just to give you your flowers real quick and so the chat can understand this. College Football Network National Player of the Year, right? You won that. You won that award last year. That was in 2023. CFN National Defensive Player of the Year. You won that. CFN National Defensive Lineman of the Year. So God dang, they ain't just give you the defensive player. They gave you all both. They said, you know what, Jalen got to get all both of these, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Hero Sports Group, the 5 National Defensive Player of the Year. The Walter Camp First Team All American. Associated Press First Team All American. The Action Network First Team All American. CFN First Team All American. AFCA Second Team All American. ESPN Second Team All American. Football Writers Association of America, Second Team All American. Sporting News, Second Team All American. CBS Sports, Second Team All American, man. Hero Sports G5, First Team All American. Sun Belt Conference Defensive Player of the Year. And there's still a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like that's just, hey, see, chat. I'm gonna get tired reading all the dang stuff this kid's been rewarded for, man, for sure. But like, I just gotta say, man, like, how does it feel, man, winning and getting all those awards and stuff like that? And people, I'm sure your teammates look at you like, man, you representing for us, man. Does it feel good? Do you feel like you have that leader trait? Are your the things you do? Is there anybody coming up under you that you were playing with this year that you're trying to pass that off to, being in your college career, that somebody that's gonna who we gonna be interviewing next? Who's gonna be the next Jalen Green for JMU, man?
Yeah, nah, definitely was a blessing, to be a part of the season we had as a team, but also to be able to accomplish, some of the stuff, some all of my goals and some of the stuff I dreamt about doing. But I definitely got to give credit to, like I said, mentioned earlier, my coach and then some of the other guys I was in the room with, my other fellow D linemen. My coach used to always tell us, it takes 4 of us to go get a sack, and he used to call us dogs. We're out there hunting, and
Let's go.
we're a pack of wolves, and we used to buy into that mentality, and really carried it like a brotherhood. But that's just how the locker room was. But I think we took it to a whole nother level with the defensive line, and I had my backup Amar Thomas. He's actually changed his number to number 10. So I got a lot of confidence in him, and definitely got a lot of ton of work into him. He's a heck of a talent. Similar. Ooh, excuse me, similar, very similar to me, but I think he's gonna burst out to the scene, and it might be a name to keep note of. Not too many people know about him, so I'm giving y'all some real scoop. But
Hey,
he
let's
gonna
go.
Hey.
That's what I wanted. That's
Hey.
why I asked, and I'm sure he
know?
gonna appreciate that too. And he gonna be like, hey, that my boy, man. Shout out Jalen.
he
You know what I mean? Putting him on point for me. Yeah.
he took
Yeah.
initiative changing his number to 10, so definitely letting him know you got.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I think his muted a little bit. Hold on. You unmute him. I think you can unmute him. Hold on.
Oh, yep. Hold on.
There you go.
Nope. It says the mic is not.
There you go. There you
we
go.
My bad. My beats died on me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we get you that. Yeah, we heard you though. We heard it, and then it just cut off. I was like, oh, I see the microphone was muted, but we good though. We back, man. We back. You can hear us good, Jalen. You good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. So, hey, true or false, man? I know the crowd gonna love this one, man. The crowd gonna love this one. I know you don't. Obviously, you don't know your destination yet, man. But this not only is this a true or false question, man. I just hope you make us a promise, man. To be honest with you, true or false, man? You will sack Kirk Cousins in 2024, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. That's hard. But I'm thinking. I haven't figured out my goals for the season yet, but I definitely know it'll be to sack somebody, get some sacks. So
Jalen saying, "I'm gonna tell you this: if we play him, it's true." God dang it! I'm like, how about that? For sure, man. Hey, Jalen, you know how to put one spicy one in there, man. I'm like, hey, look, we ain't trying to get him to say that too crazy out here, man. But hey, look, man, as you know, the Vikings fan base in particular, we always go back and forth about our situation with Kirk Cousins. So I said, you know what, I got to figure out a way to add Kirk Cousins in this conversation, man. And you know what better than asking if Jalen, because when he get a quarterback down, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, man, just look out for the lookout one time. You know what I mean? Just look out. For sure, man.
So speaking of goals, Gary has a question. What is your goal on making an impact in the community that drafts you?
Okay.
Definitely, I want to definitely be a resource and, be very present in the community, especially with the younger athletes trying to accomplish similar goals. I always, look back to, previous Florida athletes, guys like Chad Ochocinco, even Cam Newton, like guys like him are always giving back to, the same communities, areas that they grew up in, where they played in, hosting these 7-on-7 tournaments, football camps. Definitely just want to be a resource to those guys. Like I kind of wish I had a little bit more exposure to coming up, and kind of giving guys the blueprint on how to do this thing, and letting them know like they're truly capable of doing whatever they want to do if they just put their mind to it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Great answer, man. He got all the right answers, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Kwesi and them interview you, man, it's a wrap, man. You gonna stay in purple. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, man. You gonna stay in purple. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
What North say? Go ahead, Yogi, read it off for.
What's your favorite thing to do to decompress outside of football?
To decompress outside of football. I say I like it's kind of recently, not recently, but like in this past year or two, kind of become a thing for me. I've really become a fan of like the UFC fights. I like chilling, keeping up with that sport. I got a lot of respect for the guys who are tough enough to do that stuff. Definitely, give kudos to them, and what they got to do to get ready for all that stuff is definitely inspiring to me in a little way. But when I'm not chilling, my mind's not on football. I think I like keeping up with that. But I also like playing video games. Getting out there, just doing fun stuff like going to museums, going to
Okay.
attraction sites. I want to do some more traveling. Later on in my career, I definitely do want to do that, get into that a little bit more. But I'm definitely excited to see new places and see wherever I may land.
Oh, for sure, man. Hey, look, man. True or false? We're gonna see Jalen Green fighting like Bones Jones and stuff in the off season, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I just
that's a false. I'm not crazy enough for that, but I let them guys do their thing.
Yeah, for sure, man. You got your thing. You do really well, man. But man, I gotta ask you, like, when you do get your first blessing, being that financially, man, what is your plan? What is the first thing you're gonna do, man, when you catch that first big boy, man? What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna help definitely take care of moms, get her a nice little spot, maybe some wheels, and make sure she good and my siblings good too. So definitely,
man. For sure, man. For sure. Shout out to you, man. I figured out that's the road we was gonna go down, man. That's a great thing, man. And to be able to do that, what you are gonna be able to do that. We're all pulling for you. We know you're gonna get to the next level, obviously, and do really well. I mean, it's obvious you know how to play some football. You feel me? Like, you about to go out there and do what you know how to do anyway. So yeah, it's definitely coming your way, man. I can't wait to see it all flourish for sure, man. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you play Madden?
Oh,
I
yeah,
do
Papa.
play Madden. I do play Madden.
There you go. There you go, Papa. There you go, man. Hey, don't mess around. Don't mess around and let Jalen beat you, man. For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for sure, man. Hey, Purple Papa think he could beat everybody in Madden. You hear me?
Yeah, no, that's another thing I'm excited about to finally see myself on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You gotta make sure you get the scan too, man. Tell him, hey, look here, man. Hey, Matt, pull up on me, man. I need the face scan, man. I don't want none of that generic stuff, man. I'm trying to get the face scan right off the top, man.
Right.
Now, and that's a good thing. This is a good question for you. Like, are you salty that because this year isn't gonna be in the new college football game, right? Like you guys, your classes. So, like, how do you feel about that, man? That they made it come out. Timing is just like, dang, because I know you being a video gamer, I'm sure you would have loved to have your character in that game, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely a little jealous of my teammates that are going to be featured on it, but no doubt, not going to change. I'm still going to buy it and definitely have some fun with it and play it. But I'm just glad that they're making that game again. It's been a while. I used to play it when they were making it back in the day, but I never understood why it stopped, but I'm definitely glad that they're picking it back up again.
Now, and there was a lot of talks like leading up to them announcing it, that a lot of doubters that were saying it's not happening, this, that, and the third. Like, did you, like, being a college athlete, particularly the football, were you guys getting word like way before, like maybe 6-7 months ago, that no, this game's definitely happening? Like, or was that not even a conversation on campus, like where EA is reaching out to the college and talking about getting stuff done?
There was no inside scoop.
No inside scoop. Yeah, right.
I didn't receive any inside scoop. I think it was, pretty much. I knew just as much as you guys knew, probably.
Okay, yeah, because I knew they were saying like EA was reaching out to colleges and trying to like come on campus, get pictures and stuff of certain stadiums, trying to kind of put stuff together. So maybe some of the I figured maybe some of the athletes actually knew, that it wasn't a lie, because you have a lot of people online that just figured that the game actually wasn't coming out. Like it was being talked, because it's been being talked about for years that it's coming back, and it never happens. But it's definitely official now, though. They released a whole commercial or a whole thing, so it's happening for sure now. So that's lit, man. You know what I mean?
Speaking of inside scoops, I keep checking the top 30 visits daily. Have you gotten any set up yet?
No, I don't have anything set up right now, but I've definitely, since our pro day, been in talks with some teams, and my agent, definitely thinks we'll get some scheduled up real soon. So definitely excited to see what we got from there, but nothing right now. No.
Okay.
Now, where are you training? Where you were training for the combine and everything? Like, did you go out of state and go? Because I know I had a guy named Marjay on. And he kind of traveled a little bit, went down to Houston and stuff like that. Is there like a particular place that you go to do all your training and stuff in the off season or prepping for the draft?
So no, I stayed in Harrisonburg to do my training.
Okay.
Yeah, stayed in Harrisonburg.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, hey, stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get it done, man. Like, why I gotta drive so far, fly, man? I'm good right here, man. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Purple Papa said, "Can we get him in Minnesota, man?" That's what we hoping, Papa. Why you think we doing the interview? Like, you know what I'm saying? We hoping we could sell him. You know what I mean? We trying to do our part so that when he does have the interview with Brian Flores, them. He said, I ain't gonna lie, man. I talk to Rap and Yogi too, man. They do YouTube, they represent, you know what I'm saying? Sign me up, coach. Sign me up. You know what I mean? Sign me up. And all I'm saying is get us some tickets, man. That's all. Just get us some tickets. For sure, man. Who else got some questions in the chat for Jalen real quick, man? We ain't want to hold them up. We getting on to an hour, man. We know Jalen got things to listen. He got things to focus on, man. But this has been a great interview, man. Probably one of my favorite ones, to be honest with you. Like, I had Marjay on. He was great, coming from a small school. He's also a defensive end. And he has a different build. He's more of a speedster type of guy, man. A taller, longer guy. But I'm gonna tell you, man, it was great talking to him too, man. It's just great talking to you athletes, man, and y'all kind of telling us your story and how you got here. You know what I mean? Because obviously, it's one of the hardest things to accomplish getting to the NFL. In my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. People think that, you got people. We sit here, like me and Yogi, for example, in the chat, we get to sit here and talk about you players and criticize you players on Sundays when we're mad, or Saturdays if you miss a sack, Jalen, you know what I mean? And we're big JMU, man. What Jalen doing out there? But we don't, I think sometimes we have to sit back and realize how much work you guys actually put in, man, every single week to get it correct, man. Not only to satisfy yourself, your coaches, but to satisfy the fans, man. You know what I'm saying? And for that, man, I definitely appreciate you, man. I'm sure Yogi feels the same way, man, and the whole chat, man, for sure.
Speaking of hard work, how does it feel to you to see a player like Ivan Pace Jr., who's a dog, go undrafted and still make a impact on a team?
It's definitely inspiring and encouraging. Just seeing that a guy can come in, him, coming in, taking that route as a UDFA, the expectations for him that this past season probably weren't that high, but just to see a guy, come in, definitely he had to have had some sort of chip on his shoulder and, wanted to prove something. And just to see him be able to exceed those expectations like that is, just real inspiring.
You got that chip on your shoulder?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, shit, you see him play? Hey, look, Jalen, you have no other choice, all right? You're a Vikings fan, regardless of who you get drafted to, man. You part of us now, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. That's just how it happens, man. You purple gang now. I mean, it's only right, you know what I mean? You already in the purple and gold, you know what I mean? I mean, it just makes sense, man. God dang, man, it just makes sense.
Right.
He said, "Rap, my last question. Favorite MC? Okay, that's cool. What's your favorite MC, man? What type of music you listen to, man?"
Favorite MC? Okay. Will Lil Wayne count as MC?
Absolutely.
Okay, I like some Lil Wayne, some 50 Cent.
Okay, so you got a little old school. So how old? Hold on, how old are you again, Jalen?
I just turned 23 March 15th.
Okay, because you naming some guys that ain't spit on the mic like consistently in a long time. So that's why I asked you that. 50 Cent and Lil Wayne. I mean, they legends for sure, but they're not like out right now doing anything new. So that's what's up. Is that so? What kind of music is that? The type of music you listen to before games? What gets you started? Like, what type of music really gets you started before games?
Before games, I got a little playlist. I don't think I got a real appreciation for the old school music.
Okay.
And that's definitely something that I've seen grow. And just in my pre-draft process, I've been listening to a lot of 50 Cent just to get my mind right. Same with Lil Wayne, but before games, just trying to get in that right mindset. I listen to some NBA YoungBoy, some Lil Baby,
okay,
Lil Durk, who honestly, whoever. I'm never the guy playing music in the locker room, but usually we got guys playing some, stuff that just get your mind right, get you ready to get in the zone to go out there and do that thing. So
Probably Phoenix with his dancing ass.
I'll tell you.
Nah.
I gotta keep it real. If you listening to 50 Cent, man, I know you listening to that mini, man. many, man. Hey,
I was
right there
bumping
gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? That gonna get you right, man. I gonna have you out there definitely with the chip on your shoulder. For sure, man. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Well, hey, Yogi, you got anything else for Jalen, man? You want to ask him? You want to let anybody else in the chat want to ask him some questions, man? Listen, I got as much info as I need on this guy, man. I definitely want him to be a Viking, man. Hopefully we make it happen, man.
Hey, everybody, be sure to go follow him on X at @JAYYY_1. And we want him to be a Viking, but hey, we're gonna support this.
We're gonna support him regardless.
Fact. Whatever team he goes to.
Facts, we supporting him.
Even if it's
facts, we supporting him. Yeah, I mean, even if it's the I'm saying. All I'm saying, man, is hey, look, I'm gonna go back to this, Jalen, man. Listen, even if it's the, you know what I mean, the cheese heads, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. We play y'all twice a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, for sure. For sure, man. Hey, but I had a great time with you, Jalen, man, for sure, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. I want to thank you again for coming on with us, man. You know what I mean? It means a lot for you to take out some time and talk to us, before this thing you got going on here in the next couple of weeks, man. And we're going to be going live for the draft, man. And I'm going to tell you, I hope I get to see your name get called definitely on day. I mean, if day 1, that'd be great. Day 2, day 3, I think you're getting called, though, for sure. You getting called, man. And, hey, listen, we're going to definitely do a short or something and represent for you, man, for sure, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you.
And keep posting. Let the world know about any upcoming events.
Yeah.
Top 30. We're going to spread your name. We're going to spread the love and show everybody, hey, it's Jalen Green time.
Jalen Green time, baby. And you got the numbers to back it up, Jalen. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. You's a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? You's a damn dog, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For sure, man. Hey, we appreciate you, bro, man. And you have a great night, brother.
Thank you. You guys too.
All right, man.
All right.
Man, shout out Jalen Green, man. You know what I mean? Shout out Jalen Green, man. Hey, look, man, that was actually fun, man. I kind of like the true or false game. Hey, y'all, real quick too, chat. It's funny. My wife I had to jump up because I was laying down. Yogi called me like, yo, where you at? I'm like, oh. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's been a long day. You hear me?
You feel me?
Hey, but that was nice though, man. Real quick, man, when I started doing homework though, when Yogi told me that we're gonna interview this guy, Jalen Green, man, I started doing research and I'm like, yo, like, this ain't just no regular ball out, man. Like, this dude really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, he really doing it. And I know some people might, oh, well, JMU, man, listen, them boys out there competing. You hear me? Yeah. Like, he the type of player that really can be an NFL star, man. That ass. Like, the stuff he's done. I mean, he had 5 sacks in one game. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally had 5 sacks in one game. I think this year he ended with, what, 15 and a half sacks?
Yeah, 15. I believe he led the nation.
Yeah, led the nation. 15 and a half sacks, 50 50 tackles, I think. Listen, the numbers is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how you feel about we do a quick little mock where we mock some draft some Jalen Green real quick?
Man, let's run one, man, before we get up out of here, man. We're running.
Yeah, let's see if we get Jalen Green in purple.
Let's get him, man.
Share screen.
Is the Mike Tyson fight tonight? No, they don't fight tonight, do they?
Boom. All right. So I'll do a little mock that I've been working on, y'all. All right. So the first trade we're going to do, we're going to trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right. I want their 178, their 195, and sorry, Caleb Evans.
Hey, shout out our boy Johnny, man. Johnny Football. He said, keep bro in purple. That's a fact. Keep
That's
him
a
in purple.
fact.
Keep him
Out
in
for
purple,
trade.
man. Dude's a dog.
Boom. All right. I know my man. Rap wants to be aggressive in this draft.
Yeah, we'll stick and pick. That's cool.
Oh, you want to stick and pick? Or we could be, I was going to be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Oh, all right, yeah. I thought it was. I thought it was Purple Papa Day. You hear me? Like, you know what I mean? We've been dedicating the day to Purple Papa today, man.
You know what?
Shout out, Papa, man. Hey, listen, Papa is standing on what he believe in, man. So I had to represent my boy today. Why not keep it going? You know what I'm saying?
We'll keep it going. Hey, Purple Papa, this mock is for you. This mock is for you.
This for you, man.
All right. So with that being the case, we need some Byron Murphy at pick 11.
Let's go.
And we need some. Now.
Watch him.
We're just going to stick and pick.
Oh, no, there you go. Let's go.
Michael Penix. Purple Papa, this one's for you, buddy.
Yeah, let's get it. Hey, look, if you can get Byron Murphy and Michael Penix, bro, like, I don't know how you'd be mad at that, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't be
as
too
a
mad
Vikings
at
fan.
that.
I don't know how you could be mad at that. My facts, I don't know how you could be mad at that. All right, so now what pick are we on?
We're on pick 108.
108. So that's what round? So that's round 3?
Round 4.
Round 4. Yeah, sorry, round 4. Okay. All right.
Cooper Beebe's still there. I see. That's the one thing about PFF. I think he goes way higher than the 4th round.
So we got defensive tackle and we got our quarterback. So now
what you want?
Go to cornerback real quick. Let me see let me see who we got at cornerback real quick.
All right.
Let me see.
Chris Abrams Drain.
Nope.
Jarvis Brownlee.
Cam Hart's there. Nah, there's probably some better value at a different position. We can probably get one of those later. Who was you thinking? Guard, BB?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would actually probably be a really good move.
And he plays left guard.
Yeah, that would actually be a really good move.
Hopefully,
because like, and while we're talking about this, like, you know what? Is it me or does it just feel a lot more comfortable knowing that you got 2 players in the first, like with the quarterback and
yeah,
but that's why I'm saying like the shit that Papa been talking about, you know. And I said this in my video though, like, you know, with the Vikings making the move they made, the chances of this probably happening to me is probably slim because I just don't feel like they would have made the move as soon as they did if they're going to stick and pick. But then again, you never know. But what I will say is this, man, having those 2 picks and actually sticking and picking and being able to get a Byron Murphy and then also a Michael Penix, bro, who had a hell of a pro day, who's had a hell of a last 2 seasons, bro, like it almost makes it feel a lot smoother when you're talking about making your 3rd round pick. I mean, your 4th round pick, your 5th round pick. It almost just makes it seem like, bro, like, you know, like it does, man. It feels a lot cleaner right now, to be honest with you, rather than trading all your picks, trading a couple picks to move up, picking a guy, you know, top 3 or whatever. So, man, shout out Papa, man, for sure.
I do like this Ben Sinnott, tight end, Kansas State.
Ben Sinnott.
Yep. Let's grab him.
All right.
What we got? Ooh.
We need a cornerback, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. We gonna need somebody in there. Yeah, go to corner. Let me see my boy Josh Newton in there, man.
Oh no, he got picked.
Oh, them boy done get my guy Newton. I'm trying to tell y'all Newton like that.
Oh yeah, he got picked a long time ago.
All right, so let's see who we got in there, man. Damn, we ain't a Haddon, right? So it's out of them 2.
Kamal.
Yep, get Kamal.
Boom.
And Kamal will be good to go in there and battle with. You know what I mean? Never know. Gotta
Got to grab my running back, Dylan Johnson.
Let's
from
go,
our crew.
Dylan Johnson. Let's go. Let's go. All right, how many more picks we got?
We got 5 more picks.
Oh God, dang! Like, how we did that? Did we trade something?
I traded a Caleb Evans for.
Oh, you traded Caleb Evans. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
So since we traded a Caleb Evans, let's grab
I'm
another.
gonna keep it real though. Like, if we do go this route, well, we'll do it on our last pick. But I want to add Joe Milton too.
Oh, do you?
We can do it on like our last pick. We can do it on like our 7th round. We can do our 7th round pick on that. We ain't gotta do it now. He should still be there. You think?
No, he won't be there.
Oh, okay, let's get him.
There
we go. Now, hey, look. Hey, get Joe. You feel me? Hey, look. Now we got Penix and Milton on the squad. You feel me? Like, hey, look, something got to hit. You feel me? Like, for sure.
Let's go ahead. Hit. Boom. Look who we got right there. Mr. Jalen Green.
Mr. Jalen Green, man. Let's get him, man.
Come on down.
Call that phone, man. Call that phone. Hey, Jalen. Hey, you remember that conversation we had? Yeah. Remember when I asked you, are you going to sack Kirk Cousins in 2024? Remember you told me? Remember what you told me? All right.
Come on down. You are a Minnesota Viking.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. All right, bet. Let's see. All right, so we need a somebody said center. Who said somebody said center? Tracy is a dog at CB. All right, we got CB. What about center, man? Who we got?
How big is this one? 6'3", 315.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, because at the end of the day, I don't know none of these guys, to be honest with you.
Come on down.
Come on down, goddammit. You big enough.
Come on down.
You big enough. Yeah.
Brandon Coleman. I like him. Swing
Brandon
tackle.
Coleman. Yeah.
Come on down. And
he said the chemistry between Johnson and Penix would be sick. Yeah, for sure.
Young Cringe says Trey Taylor. Come on down.
Trey Taylor, let's go. Trey Taylor, he's a safety from Air Force, right?
Air Force, yep.
Yeah.
You are a Minnesota Viking.
Let's go, man. What we got, man?
We stuck in pick at pick 11, pick 23.
Let's go.
Byron Murphy, Michael Penix.
Shout out Papa. Shout out Papa. Let's go.
You get some. Yeah.
Let's go.
We got another tight end, Ben Sinnott, B+.
Let's go.
Kamal Hayden.
I like that pickup.
Dylan
Joe
Johnson.
Milton.
We got Joe Milton.
Let's go. And then we got our boy Jalen Green in the building. Let's go.
Overall, we got a center, a tackle, and a safety. Hell yeah.
Let's go. What's our overall grade? A B-?
B-.
They did us dirty, because I ain't gonna lie, man. We added a whole lineup, man. PFF did us wrong. You feel me? They did us wrong. They did us wrong, man. But you know what, man? I would be A-okay with that draft, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. We went, we went double. You hear me? We pulled a RG3 Kirk for real. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, one of these motherfuckers gotta be able to play quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. Out of both of these guys, one of them need to know how to play quarterback. Like, that is a fact. So,
sure. Big shout out to Gary.
Let's go stupid, let's go down. Let's just party, let's have fun. A night to remember.
For sure, man. And yeah, you already know how me and Yogi do when we get up on here, man. For sure, man. We have us a great time. Hey, look, Yogi putting in that work, man. He set up everything with Jalen Green. So shout out to Yogi for that, man. I love being a part of stuff like this. It took me a couple minutes to get my marbles together, because I literally at first I literally rolled into the chair right here. You feel me? Like, I was literally wiping the crust out my eyes. So it took me a couple minutes at the beginning of the show that I'm over here stuttering all type of. I don't know what was happening, but you know what? We got it together though. We got it together, man. It turned into a great interview, man.
Hey, SKOL Mafia. SKOL Mafia says that's my sleeper of the draft, Hayden. The one thing that concerns me about Hayden,
Kamal Haddon,
yeah, is the injuries. But when you watch his tape, He is that, and I think it's because of this. He's one of those players that puts his body on the line every freaking play. It looks like when I saw him going in for those tackles,
Yeah.
that, but hey, he's a dog.
Yeah, he definitely would not be a bad pickup for the Minnesota Vikings late in this draft, man. And I'm telling you, man, you can't go wrong getting him. Like Yogi said, he definitely lays the hat, And my thing is this: when it comes to defensive back, man, like take your chances on as much of these motherfuckers as you possibly can without hurting your team. Like obviously you don't want to run out, but like you gotta add one or two, man. If you can add one or two, like at least one for sure. That's a minimum. You know what I mean? I feel like every draft, every team should add at least one DB because you just gotta hit on these, man. And you never know. It'd be the guys like him that turn into the all pros and shit. It'd be the cornerbacks that get drafted in the 4th, 5th, 6th round that just, have that dog in them, bro, that turn into at the next level. They're just better than they were in college, man. So you gotta take the chance, man. You know what I mean? You got to take the chance on it, man. Especially, man, just being a passing league now, you can't tackle. I mean, shit, the only thing you're going to be able to do is bat passes down. You feel me? So,
right.
Need to get guys that's good at it.
Two-hand touching shit pretty soon.
I'm telling you, man, for sure.
It's getting ridiculous. But, I mean, they're talking about player safety. But, I mean, these players know football is a gladiator game.
Yeah, they know what they signing up for. You know what I mean? Like they know what they're signing up for. I mean, I get it. Obviously, yes, their safety does matter, but I mean, they know what they're signing up for, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate SKOL. Appreciate the SKOL, bro, man, for sure, man. Throwing my name in the intro, Yogi. You already know that, man. Hey, bro, you part of the crew, bro. Hey,
that's my little way of. Ever since I went on this journey last year, and Rap got me on this journey, put the fire to the butt.
Yeah, man.
Said start now instead of waiting. That little intro. Anybody that had put a super chat on my channel, they get their name on the super chat wall of fame.
and real quick, pull up Norse's comment too, real quick, man. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Listen, bro, Norse. When I tell you, I'm about to show you right here. Y'all probably ain't gonna be able to see this. Well, yeah, you ain't gonna be actually. Yeah, no, you won't be
Muhammad Kamara,
bro. I got a thumbnail made right now. I went through and watched 3 of his games, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I was about to do a video going crazy about that kid, bro. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I know we just had Jalen on, so I'll wait. But I'm gonna tell you, man, that boy is serious. You feel me? Like that boy there, man, bro. I'm trying to make it happen, man. Norris do his homework, man. Norris did, to know about that guy right there, because I had to dig a little bit, and I was doing my research on some rushers, some edge rushers. This was like a week and a half ago, and he just kept popping up on my radar, and I was like, yo, once I started seeing that, man, I went and looked at him. I'm like, you know what? Let me dig a little deeper, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. Man, listen, I want him as a Viking. That dude there.
Shout out to Gary for the don't know.
Shout out Gary, man. Shout out Papa Gary in the building, man. Let's get a Rick Flynn there.
And a Rick Flynn.
Let's go, man. But yeah, it's been crazy, man, watching that guy play, man. I had so much fun, and I'm definitely gonna dedicate a video to him this week here. Because yeah, he on that list, man. That dude's a dog. You hear me? For sure, man.
And for the people in the chat, here's a as we sit right now, some of the top 30 visits the Vikings have already scheduled. Running back Dylan Johnson, tight end Eric All from Iowa, Alabama defensive end Dallas Turner, Ohio State DT Michael Hall Jr., Northern Iowa DT Christian Boyd, Texas DT Byron Murphy II, South Florida O-line Donovan Jennings, Western Michigan DA Marshawn Nealon, Oregon DT Taki Taimani, and Tennessee tight end McKalen Castles. So those are some of the top 30 we got set up already.
All right. Let's go, man. Let's go. You know, hey, look, I'm just telling you right now, man. I'm ready to see your boy. I'm ready to see your boy, man. Norris tripped me out, man. Norris be on it, boy, bringing him up, though, man.
Yep.
You know, hopefully we set something up with that kid for sure, man.
Oh, shout out Gary for the dono. Thank you, Gary. Hey,
shout out Gary, man. Let's go.
I will be updating the intro video.
Let's go, man.
Gary's going on the Wall of Fame, baby.
The Wall of Fame. Let's get it, man. Shout out to everybody that always supports, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for sure, man. You know what I mean? It means the most that y'all are supporting the channel, man, supporting what we do. We trying to get more players too, man. We definitely gonna start getting some more players on, especially in the off season, man. During the season, obviously, those guys be busy. They don't be trying to talk, you know, and I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Because if I was in the NFL, ain't no talking. Like, hey, let me goddamn handle my business first. You feel me? But I think there's still a couple more weeks, a window where maybe we can get a couple more players on. So I'll do some work, man, and reach out to some guys, man, see if we can get some more guys on and talk to them. And you know, y'all kind of let me know. Maybe I'll try to reach out Norris. Maybe I'll try to reach out to Kamara, see if I can get him on, man. That'll be lit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll reach out to him. That'll be fire. You know what I mean? If I can get him on. So I'll do some homework. Man. Try to see if I can make something happen. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, Yogi, man. I appreciate it, man. This was a good time. Hey, Papa Gary, you know I got something special coming for you, man. I can't wait till you receive it. I put it in the mail today, man. So hopefully you get it on Monday.
Hey, Purple Papa, if we were to get up Penix on, man.
Yeah, we ESPN.
Yeah.
We ESPN at that point, you know what I mean? We get Penix on. That'd be crazy. Never know, though. Never know. You know what I mean? Never know. What you know, this is how the community has to work. I want to tell y'all a simple math. Like if we say, hey, y'all want to get Penix on? All right, what we need to do is go to his Instagram and just tag like Vocal Vike and Purple and Gold. I mean, Fat Boy Football Focus, and just say, man, please get on their show. Please, like you gotta spam them like that. That's the only way they're gonna notice. You gotta do it on Instagram, do it on Twitter. You know, after we send the message, like, hey, we sent the message, Purple Gang. It's time to, hey, it's time to go. You feel me? That's how you gotta do it, man. You gotta get their attention. They be like, God damn, who these people keep talking about? All right, let me go on there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gotta work together, man. Gotta work together. Sure.
Yeah. So
boom,
boom,
man.
Just got to the room.
Man. Shout out boom, man. We about to get up out of here, boom.
Hey, be sure to everybody share this video, pump the video.
Yeah.
Let's get Jalen Green's name out there. Hopefully someone in the Vikings brass sees it. Let's get that man in purple. Tomorrow night, I will be doing an Easter special show. I know it'll be Easter, but hey, I'll have Viker podcasts on, and we'll talk Vikings on Easter Sunday. You know, after we got our bellies full with food and all that good stuff.
Let's go, man. Shout out to Yogi putting in that work, man. I'll be tapped in watching, man. So again, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We had a great night tonight. Thank y'all for participating, asking questions, man. Always means the most, man. For sure, man.
SKOL Vikings.
I'll let you boys.
We squad up on these boys. We squad up on these boys. We squad up on these boys. I'm with my clique, ain't never been fraud. We squad up on these boys. We squad up on these boys. We squad up on these boys. We kick your ass up off the yard. We squad up on these boys. We squad up on these boys. We squad up on these boys. We always lie from making that noise.